Hey, you. Yeah, you. You like monsters? You do? It's good, man. That's real good. I got monsters of all sizes. Small monsters, big monsters, extraplanetary monsters, slimy monsters, dangerous monsters. All kinds of monsters, any monster you can think of. Come one, come all, get your monsters here! Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the monster. What's that? Could it be? Masaka? Oh my god, could it be? Is that episode 14 of Monster? Oh my god, it is. Last time on episode 13, I wrote down that Tenma is on a side quest again. That's right. Basically, it was a very, kind of an episodic episode. Very like, one episode kind of thing. Small side story. I had also written down, I hope child dies. Yeah, I mean, clearly, I wear my emotions in my notebook. There's not much to say about last episode. It was a very, like, one episode thing. Arrived at this little town and saved some dude and some police officer's mother, and police officer let him go, and the only annoying thing about that episode was they baited me, making me think that Tenma was gonna leave the child there, but then they didn't, and I was disappointed. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my fucking day is ruined. In any case, let us get to episode 14 of The Monster. Let's go.
How many
Actually,
times
hang on. All right.
you plan on coming here? You can ask me until you're blue in the face. I'm always going to tell you the same thing. Look, Councilman Boltzmann didn't have sex with that woman, that prostitute. This had better be your last visit. I would hate to have to take action against you.
Take action? Are you going to sue for defamation? No, you wouldn't dare. You're his secretary. You wouldn't want Councilman Boltzmann's name to come up in a case like this.
Inspector, are you threatening me?
No, of course not. I simply want to know the truth of the matter, that's all.
Interesting. So it seems like Detective Lunge is investigating some sort of councilman
I know he
or
works
something.
for a hotshot politician, but man,
Left
this guy's not gonna
behind.
give an inch.
No, he'll come around.
Boltzmann's got a pretty good thing going here. Why risk it all on some random prostitute?
The victim was no ordinary prostitute. The names of countless politicians and businessmen were traced back to her.
Well, yeah, but there's only one person who claims to have seen them both at the same hotel. Just because they stayed at the same hotel doesn't make him a John.
Have you decoded her client list for me?
Actually, we're still working on cracking that code. It's a lot tougher than we thought.
I'll do it myself. Just give me the disc.
I'll do
Great,
it myself.
But there's something I've been meaning to ask you for a while.
What is it?
Well, how do you find the time to sleep?
What does that have to do with the case?
Huh?
It's an irrelevant question, Detective.
Well, have you gotten the chance to talk to him?
It doesn't really matter when we tell him. He doesn't listen. He stopped listening to me a long time ago.
I know, but the sooner you tell him, the better.
Keep it down, you're being too loud. He's here, you know, working in his office.
Yeah? I wonder why.
Huh?
You're being too loud.
Keep it down. You're being too loud. Huh? Huh? What do you mean? They're speaking softly. Keep it down. You're being too loud. What do you mean? Dude, if fucking Lunge, Mr. Lunge is so mad at you talking normally, then he can go fuck himself. It doesn't matter how good of an inspector, detective, whatever the fuck he is. He can go fuck himself.
Damn it!
You know, I'm always surprised to see in stories like this, when characters like Lunge Have a family. To me, it's like, would a person like that somehow have a family? I don't think they would. Not in real life. You know, like how do you have a family? If you never spend time with them, if you never hang out with them, you have a bad relationship, how do you have a family? I can kind of maybe see like you got married early in your 20s or something, you had a child, and then into your 30s you're kind of like focusing on your career and job, and like, you know, you become a very big workaholic. Maybe I can see it, but like, come on, dude. This is like extreme.
Are you still trying to connect Councilman Boltzmann to the murder of that prostitute, Lunge?
Is there a problem with that, Chief?
Yeah, yes, there's a problem with that. I'm getting all sorts of grief from the Ministry of the Interior.
Yeah, I'm guessing they're basically showing us that Lunge is not corrupt, right? Like, he's the one person who is on the police force who is not bowing their head to the higher-ups.
You're just going to have to smooth things out like you usually do.
No, I can't unburn any more bridges for you. It's too big.
Do whatever you can, Chief.
Give me a break here, Lunge. You're good, but you're only human. Sometimes you're gonna be wrong. Are you gonna risk your entire career on a dead hooker? Come on, do you need another feather in your cap? Oh, God, don't.
The one thing that I suppose I don't like about Monster is how much they show, or like to show, that the police force, the medical industry, everybody is corrupt. Now, I believe that there is corruption, of course. There are people who work on greed and stuff like that, but like, the amount of it that they show, right? Everyone in the police force is fucking fat and balding and corrupt. It's like, come on. They're not all corrupt. But the problem is they only show one character, maybe two, that aren't. It should be the other way around, where it should be the majority are not corrupt, and then there's one or two that may be corrupt. But the way they show, you know, the hospitals, the people working at the hospitals, and then apparently people working at the police office, they're all either corrupt or corrupt because their superiors are corrupt. And it's like, it's a little, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't like that idea. And I don't like the fact that they're kind of showing it all the time. I just don't believe that everyone's fucking corrupt in the police force or the medical field. You know, it's like,
Tell me you're doing this for the principle of the thing.
Fame, justice. I'm not interested in either. All I know is a woman was murdered in cold blood. I'm just interested in finding the killer. Nothing else matters to me.
Lunge!
Lunge! Stop trying to figure out who the killer is, because it could be the fucking councilman. And they're a big shot, so we can't, like, you know, we have to, like, let them go. And, you know, we're corrupt and shit. I just don't like corruption. You know? And I like to believe that everyone in the police force is not corrupted.
Huh?
Just give me some hope,
Figure
okay?
out the encryption that she was using. Use this formula to get all the names on her client list.
Oh. That woman is here again, sir. You know the one, Ava Heinemann? Hey, you can't just come back here. We've been over this before.
Yeah.
When will Tenma be arrested?
Ava. Yes, we have been over this before. You're a bitch. You're done. You're done. Look at me. Look at me. You're done. Shoo. Go away. Get off my fucking lawn.
You have all you need.
It seems like you've been drinking quite a bit this morning.
Well, of course I've been drinking.
Just so you know, I've already figured out the case regarding Dr. Tenma.
Huh?
He insists that everything is the work of a man called Johann. But this Johann is just another personality within Tenma's mind. If you think about it, with this hypothesis, what seemed illogical now makes sense. All we have to do at this point is just wait for the police to capture him.
So that means it's not your problem once you got an arrest warrant. Is that what you're saying?
There are a lot of things I would like to ask him when we finally meet. Dr. Tenma. What an interesting individual he is. However, I have so many other cases piling up on my desk as we speak. If you'll excuse me.
I don't believe what he said. I don't think he believes what he said. I think it was a lie, because... but, why would he lie? Oh my fucking god, he knows. He knows there's corruption. That's what it is, isn't it? He knows there's corruption, and he knows that she's blabbering information to everyone. Because I'm thinking, why would he, a very good fucking investigator, be telling classified information if that was the reasoning, if that was the resolution that they've come to, that Johan is just another personality that Tenma has? Why would they tell some random woman classified information? Or like police information? They wouldn't. So why would he? Why would he tell her? Because he knows that that information will get out. Why throw mistaken information out? Because if he knows that Johan is out there and has police, corrupt police working for him, this is a good way to make them think that he doesn't know any better. Right? He's throwing false information out there. People would think that he's come to the wrong conclusion. Very good plan. It's kind of like telling the person that you're after that I have the wrong idea, or I've gotten it wrong. They would buy that because that's what they see. So I think he's purposefully giving her wrong information so it gets out because he suspects that there's corruption in the police and that Johan has people everywhere. So he's trying to throw them off by saying that, we're pinning everything on Tenma. Let's just say that. Because that would make them think that, oh, he's not investigating Johan, he's only investigating Tenma. Because he didn't say anything like, we think that Johan is an alternate personality. He said, oh, I've already figured it out. Johan is actually an alternate personality of Tenma, blah, 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 right? I suspect that he's throwing false information out there to get Johan's people off his ass, as it were.
People ever let up? I told you, Councilman Boltzmann has an alibi for that night.
An alibi? Of course he did. The murder was a professional.
I'm sorry. Are you honestly suggesting that my employer hired a hitman to kill that girl? Ridiculous.
I've cracked the code on the list of clients of the woman who was killed. Councilman Boltzmann's name was on that list.
Even if that were the case, it still doesn't prove that he had her killed.
Come to think of it, that's as far as we've gotten.
I'm sure you'll be in touch. Now leave.
Are you familiar with a publishing house called Shellhorn? They're not a major company, but they stay in business by publishing tell-all books on famous people. Like politicians, they're known to play very dirty. They hire unscrupulous women to build relationships with famous men in order to create scandals to write about. If I were you, I'd watch out for people like that.
Check and mate. You should have seen it. It was great. Boltzmann's guy just stared at him like, what? Lunge is unbelievable. Near as I can tell, all he does is work. He's a robot, I'm telling you.
Man, I hear you.
You see? Information spreading. Ooh, Lunge is so good. Ooh, Lunge is solving this and that. Ooh, Lunge is not... Lunge can't be bought out or pressured by the higher-ups. Ooh, Lunge is investigating Johan. Do we have to do something about him? Is he getting close to Johan? Or what? Lunge said that Johan is just a figment of Tenma's imagination? Oh, thank God. I guess we don't have to do anything about him. See?
The guy barely seems human to me.
What?
You shouldn't waste your time with mind-numbing games. It seems after a simple little threat, the president of the publishing company chose to confess. Write a report.
Right away.
Yes, sir.
Here, what do you think you're looking at? It's that call girl's notebook. It records the date and time and other details of encounters with a certain client. I can't really tell you the man's name. He's only referred to here by the initial B. Not to mention, Shellhorn Publishing also made arrangements with the woman to release her autobiography. Interesting, don't you think? Oh, by the way, if you...
Oh, so his name actually wasn't in the notebook. It was just a capital letter, but he made it seem like, oh, his name is in here. Basically forcing their hand, as it were.
If you've ever been in contact with a man named Yanker, you may be aware that he is a professional hitman.
And then this guy, I'm guessing, yeah,
I want you to leave.
hired the
You get
hit,
the hell
the
out
hit
of
guy.
here now!
Yeah, well, you kind of saw this one coming.
We're moving out, both of us, right now.
Level with me. You never even noticed I was pregnant. Not even now, did you?
Are you going to the man who fathered your child?
What do you care? I bet you didn't even notice that I was having an affair with another man, did you?
That's the thing, right? I wouldn't be surprised if he did.
Yes.
Inspector, it's me, Mintuck. Boltzmann's secretary. Look, I'll tell you everything, but you need to get over here right now. Please.
Understood. I have to go. We can talk about this later.
As I said, I am surprised that Lunge has a family, and considering how he was seemingly not surprised, even in the slightest, at these revelations, it makes me wonder how the fuck was that family even created, considering he doesn't seem to give a shit. I mean, maybe he does, maybe he just doesn't show it, but like he doesn't even like flinch when some news about his family moving out, and wife cheating on him, daughter pregnant. I mean, maybe he knew, yes, but it's just, I don't know. You know, it feels like he either knew about it and doesn't give a shit. Makes me question how the fuck, like, how the fuck was that family even created? I'm guessing...
Inspector!
What just happened here?
The secretary! He committed suicide!
Oh my god, Lunge is surprised. I mean, let's be honest. He did not commit suicide.
Councilman Boltzmann's an innocent man. Not much of a suicide note, but that's all we got.
That has got to be the dumbest attempt at corruption I have ever seen. And honestly, if anyone actually believes that, they are dumb. What kind of suicidal person would commit suicide and leave the note, this other person is innocent? What does that have to do with you committing suicide? You know? Like, what? Like, this was I mean, even at a glance, you would think someone killed him and then wrote the suicide note saying that this person is innocent. Come on.
Lunge, I'm handing this one over to Inspector Kaminsky. I'm giving him the Reichner Park and Gallon murder cases too.
Yep, and then he's taken off the case because he was getting too close, and the councilman and his connections probably killed the guy as well. I think the real question is, does this have anything to do with Johan? Doesn't necessarily mean that it has to do with Johan. On the other hand, we can't really rule out the possibility either. It could be that Johan is involved somehow.
Given what happened, I think it's for the best.
So then, what am I supposed to do now?
Get your head together. Then we'll talk about work.
Well, Dr. Tenma, it seems there's nothing left to distract me.
Sorry, Inspector. You have a visitor? It's Ava Heinemann.
Oh
I
my
could tell her to
God.
come back another day if...
Ava! For the last time, you're done.
You know.
No, show her in.
I had a great time, Ava.
How long until next time?
Not sure, babe. Maybe when I return from my next business trip.
This woman, dude. This fucking woman. She's like, oh, I've changed, Tenma. Take me back. You were the only person who ever loved me for who I am. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go sleep with some other guys, right? I'm gonna sick the police after you and go sleep with some other guys. Oh, but Tenma, please. Once you're caught in prison, love me for who I am while I go sleep with other guys. Shut the fuck up, Ava. You're done. You're done.
Oh, I don't want to give you back to your wife. Come on, stay.
Oh my God, he has a wife? Oh.
I'll give you a call.
No, you won't be coming back. Not after getting in trouble for that perfumed handkerchief that I carefully placed in your suitcase. You stupid bastard. You were eavesdropping again, weren't you?
Who the fuck is this guy? Guy. Gardner. Listen closely. Get out. Get out now. You are in danger. She will suck you up, and she will throw you out, a husk of what you once were. Get out now.
You must see all the different men I'm with, isn't that right?
No.
Well, what then? You want to join in the fun, is that it?
No, of course not.
You pervert.
You're wrong. I mean,
I forget how nice it is. It's beautiful. I really love this garden. Looking at all this greenery helps me forget about the distasteful things out there.
Well, I'm so glad that you like it. I'm going to plant some mimosas here, and over there I'm planning to put up an arch.
Guy, I'm saying this for your own good. Stop. Stop talking. Please. For your own good. Get out. Please.
For your roses. When summer gets here,
Stop trying to impress her. Please, for the love of all that is holy.
Beautiful.
I'm wondering if maybe someone like you could be up to the task.
No.
So what do you think? Do you think you can make me happy?
Guy, please. Don't.
Dad?
Don't sign up on your life, okay? She is a leech. She will suck you, and it's gonna feel good, but it's not a good idea. Okay? Just like drugs. It feels good, but it drains you. Slowly but surely until there's nothing left.
Hey, Dad, are you listening to me? Dad!
Oh my God, and he has a family. Oh!
Oh, how is my cooking today? Am I getting any better?
You haven't heard a single word I said, have you, Dad?
Is there a
How come
mother?
you're always-
I don't see a third plate, so single father? I know this is gonna be bad.
I bet you that's why Mom ran off with another man. Oh. I'm sorry.
It's fine, really. Actually, Coletta?
No.
Yeah?
No.
If Daddy,
No, you have no idea.
found
This is hurting me.
someone he really liked.
Huh?
No, forget it. It's nothing.
Sorry for the trouble.
I've never been in this situation before where I see someone getting into something really bad. And I'm hoping to God that they don't.
You're a gardener, but I'm asking you to do all these odd jobs.
No problem.
My handyman kept asking for time off and then quit.
I mean,
Well, I'll do
this is just simping, right? This is where simping came from, probably. Probably. Jesus Christ.
everything I can to help.
So, how about dinner tonight?
Oh,
Ah!
well, okay. Well, I'm not used to expensive restaurants like this.
If you want to be a man worthy of my company, you must be confident wherever you go. Just pretend you're working in my garden right now.
Yes, that's right. I do feel pretty confident when I'm out there working on something new in the yard.
I don't even get what Ava's agenda is here. I mean, she sleeps with these men for their money, I would imagine. But he's not rich. You know, he's just a ordinary working man. A peasant, if you were. So I don't understand what Ava's trying to do here.
People who like gardens can't be all that bad. And you did say you liked that garden the other day.
Are you trying to say that I'm a good person?
Yeah, of course. But you...
Well, go on.
You seem, you know, kind of lonely.
I'm not the only one. I'm guessing that you're lonely too.
God. Oh. Bro. I've never felt bad for a generic looking background character. But Monster, you have done it. You have made me feel sorry. For a dude who looks like a complete NPC, a background character, you've made me feel sorry for them. I never thought the day would come where I don't root for a guy getting laid. But in this case, with Ava, I'm sorry to say, guy, random NPC background character, sorry, mate. I tried to warn you, I tried to stop you, I tried to save your life, but, you know, it is what it is.
It's almost Christmas, Coletta.
You should tell Santa he doesn't have to come this year.
Hey, come on.
I'm a little weirded out. I'm weirded out at how much they're focusing on these two. Especially this guy. I would have thought that was it. Right? He leaves. And that's kind of it. They just kind of slept together once. Just to show how lonely Ava is. But like, they're continuing. Huh.
Sweetie, don't say things like that.
Dad, celebrating Christmas just the two of us sounds lonely.
It's too normal.
Let's not do
It's
anything,
too
okay?
calm.
Yeah, well, it might not just be the two of us celebrating this year, you know?
You know what I think it is? This guy is too normal. He's too much of a good guy. Too much of a normal guy. To not die.
Not just be the two of us celebrating this year, you know?
Did he just say what I think he just said?
Yeah, well, it might not just be the two of us celebrating this year, you know?
I thought it was obvious that it was just a one-time fling. Come on.
Huh?
I feel so bad for this guy.
Sorry, I was just cleaning up.
His name is Kenzo Tenma. He's my ex-fiancé.
You're drinking again at this time of day?
Well, of course I've been drinking. I just went to see Inspector Lunge of the BKA. Can you believe that useless, incompetent inspector sent me away? All I want to know is when they're going to arrest Tenma.
The BKA? Arrest?
He killed my father and then ran away! He says
unlikely.
he's innocent, but he's not fooling anybody. My future should have been gilded in gold as the daughter of the director of a large hospital. And my 3 divorces, everything is his fault. And he blames the murders on Johan.
Huh? Your 3 divorces are his fault? Sure, bro. Sure, lady. Okay. Right, everything that's gone wrong with your life. Even before you met Tenma. Sure, everything was his fault. Okay.
This is Johan with my father. Do you think that this child could kill anyone?
Is that really what Tenma told you?
It's utter nonsense.
Have you ever shown this photograph to the police?
Of course not. Why would I?
Well, I don't know. It could be important evidence, maybe.
Tenma's the one who did it! Like Lunge says, he has a split personality, damn it!
Then tell me, why do you still keep framed pictures of them like this around the house years later?
Dun dun
Deep
dun!
down, you think Tenma is innocent. You still have feelings for him.
You watch too many soap operas. Out of all the men I've ever met, Kenzo satisfied the most of my requirements. His position suited me. He was an elite neurosurgeon whom many considered a genius. Besides, he spoiled me, and best of all, he never contradicted me. He just listened to my every single request. Yes, yes, yes! He was the man who always said yes to me! That man could have made me the happiest person in the world! Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh, I understand what you're saying. I also understand what you're not saying. That you're a fucking lunatic, a maniac, crazy person. That's what you are.
I would ever be able to fill his shoes? I'd be willing to tend your gardens for the rest of my life, if that would help to ease your pain.
God, this is painful. Oh, this is like watching a Twitch moderator of a streamer meeting the streamer and being like, oh, I will mod your stream for the rest of my life. It's so cringe. And there she goes. I am crazy. Yep.
Don't flatter yourself just because I slept with you once. You were just something to pass the time. I was bored, that's all. Who do you think you are?
Ava, you are truly a sad and lonely person.
So are you!
On Christmas Day, I'm having a party at my house with my daughter. You're welcome to join us.
Let me guess, she's crying, right? Or something? Oh, okay. They didn't even do that.
Wow.
Okay. I would have thought they tried to make us feel sorry for her. But she's a complete hoe.
Dad, everything looks delicious. Did you really make this all by yourself?
Yep, but I can't guarantee it'll be good.
But isn't this way too much for the two of us?
Do you think so? Hmm?
Mom's coming home for Christmas, huh? I'm right, aren't I? Well, aren't I, Dad?
Just say no. Just say no. This is gonna be, oh my god. This episode, this whole episode has been painful. And not in a bad way. It's just, this guy, I feel sorry for this guy. Oh, wait. Oh my god, what the fuck? Who the fuck was that? Oh my god. She's not there yet. She's going to get, she's going there, but she's not there yet. So who the fuck was it? Who would it be? I said, before we go on, I said, the guy is too basic and normal to not die. I said that. I knew, like, they focused way too much on this guy, who seemingly is completely unremarkable. And characters, very unremarkable background characters, side NPCs, as it were, are often used as fodder. But who would it be? If they end up dead, if they end up being dead, who would have killed them? Oh, the guy. The guy that Ava was sleeping with, he's married. And most likely, probably, some sort of hotshot, some big shot somewhere. Maybe a company CEO or something. Probably found out that this guy overheard what was going on. Because literally in this episode, we had a big shot sleeping with a prostitute, and that couldn't get out, right? They basically killed someone to keep it under wraps. Now, pretty much the exact same thing happened, where this guy overheard that this big shot cheated on his wife with Ava. So now, I wouldn't be surprised if he was killed.
Charlotta.
Oh.
Mommy!
Well, never mind. Just never mind. Never mind all that. I mean, it's Monster, right? Come on, just give it to me, right? I'm expecting people to die.
I'm so sorry, dear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, she's gonna come here and then see that, you know, the wife is back. She's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go. And yeah. Oh. What is this music?
Who cares about mimosas? Or about roses? Or beautiful gardens? Or this whole damn estate? None of it means anything to me now. Just let it burn!
Damn, dude. Damn, dude. Plot twist. Ava was Johan all along. Dun dun dun!
Welcome back.
So, Inspector Lunge, you finally decided to listen to me.
I had some time open up, that's all.
This man was my only hope. I must see to it that his life is ruined. Or I can never be happy again.
Well, you know, I kind of understand Ava's obsession with Tenma at this point. You know, everything kind of is going wrong for Ava, and obviously she's at fault for her own problems, but, you know, at this point she's so out of it that the one thing that she can kind of latch on to and, like, hold on to is her resentment towards Tenma. So it's like she feels that's the only thing. Her want for revenge against Tenma is the only thing that she cares about at this point. And I'm guessing that she and Lunge are going to maybe team up, maybe at least work together. Very good episode. Definitely got a little painful to the soul in the second half of this episode with this guy. I mean, I fully thought he was gonna die. I don't know why he just has this kind of face. Now, I'm not, how do I say this? I'm not necessarily very experienced with romance and relationships in general. I'm just not that type of person. But if you have a wife, and bear in mind, apparently, she cheated, right? If we remember correctly, she left with another man. But if you have a wife that left and you care enough about her to where you're just willing to welcome her back, I feel like if you truly, if you loved someone like this, you wouldn't be hitting on another woman. That's just in my head, I guess. Like, if I'm in love with someone, I wouldn't be pursuing someone else, especially inviting them to a Christmas dinner with my daughter, right? It's just weird. Basically, we learn more about Lunge. There's some corruption in the police in terms of, councilmen and higher-ups telling Lunge to step back and stop being so good at his job. Lunge loses his family, and Ava loses her potential family, new family, and burns down her house. And we have the introduction of a new villain. She's doubling down on getting Tenma's ass. So yeah, very good episode. As pretty much, Monster doesn't miss. Let's just say that. In any case, I hope you enjoyed episode 14 of The Monster, because I sure did. And I'll see you next time.